If there's a payment made on an invoice and we have to refund part of that payment, how's that done? And then you also said we have an issue where we refunded the customer the proper amount, but it's not attached to the initial payment in Odoo, so it's still saying we owe them the amount we refunded. This doesn't actually add up the second line, but I think it's just the way you described it is a little bit different than what's actually going on. And I'm not quite picking up exactly what happened here from what you explained and the screenshot. So, but I think I understand what you're asking. So I'm going to show you the way you would do this would depend on whether the commission has been paid out on the sale or not yet. Once the commission is paid out on the sale, then we lock the sale order. I would do this from the sale order because that way you have a record of what happened on the sale, and everything, of course, that happens from the sale order, as you know, will disseminate down to the invoices / credit notes, as well as the deliveries / warehouse returns. So here we have an example of a red widget sold to Marvin, and has he paid for this yet? No. So we'll confirm this and get it paid and delivered, just so it's in that state. And it is. So now the invoice is posted. He isn't paid yet, so let's register the payment as well. So he's going to pay by debit. Close. There we go. So now we have a sale here. It's already delivered, as you can see here. And you can also see that the invoice here, he paid $100 plus tax, and he's invoiced for it. So let's say actually he's promised a discount, and he should have only paid $80. Because the commission is not paid on this yet, technically you could go into the invoice, you can create a credit note here, but then Odoo's going to think you're wanting to credit back. I don't like that flow. It's not my preferred way of doing it. The way I like to do this is to change it here. Now you can just add a line item to this sale order because commission is not paid yet. We're going to do one where commission is paid right after this. So let's do this. So the first thing you want to do is put a negative quantity here for some item. If you don't have one yet, and I created one just before I recorded this, called credit. It's this one, credit or refund. And I'm just going to jump into it. You can see it also says add reason for the credit. So let me jump into there to show you, because you're going to have to make this in the live environment, because I'm just in Sandbox. We'll make sure it's a service type product, first of all, and decide what you want for default customer taxes. And then if you go into sales, the sales description, that's where I put this add reason for credit. If you want that little icon, it's Windows period to open this up, and you can filter through and find whatever you want. This one's called alert. So you just hit enter and it puts it in there. We go back, we're adding that credit, we're putting the reason in, promise a discount. You're going to want it to be credited, so it's going to be quantity -1, and the amount is going to be $20. And we're also going to refund him the GST on that $20. So this all makes sense. You can see that the line we're putting in here is blue, meaning we haven't invoiced for it yet, and this one's already invoiced. So now we create invoice, and we'll just do a regular one. Now you get a credit note for that credit or refund for $20. So once you confirm this, now this customer already has outstanding debits, but you would go in now and register the payment. Now, if you've already registered the payment under payments, that's where that note's coming from, and you can just apply that payment to pay for it. But we're going to say that we're just crediting them back on debit, $21. We'll create payment, and that's done. So now if we go back to the sale order, you can see your reverse invoice is here and your invoice is here, and then your line items all add up to the correct amount. So that's why I like doing it this way. If commission had already been paid out on this sale order, it would be a different story. So in here, we can look, commission has not been paid yet. Let's go into another one and note that if the commission was paid out, then this sale order would lock. And on the invoice, you would actually see this box ticked as sale order locked. You won't be able to affect the sale order anymore. So what you would have to do instead is just for the same customer, make a new sale order. So what you can do is, so it's sale order 5229. So what I'm going to do is going to do a new one for the same customer. And I'm going to add that credit or refund. Whatever it is, it's going to be -1. Oh, probable sold work price on. I can't remember what it was. Something like that, 5227. Price is $20, and we're giving them back the GST as well. So it's exactly the same thing. It won't work if you create and post invoice here, because it doesn't work for credit notes. So you have to manually create your credit note now. So it's just going to be regular. And you can see it made it a credit note, again, because we had -1 on the sale order. Then you would give him back his money, however you're doing that, with the card terminal or whatever. Then, of course, register the payment, and it's going back on debit, and it's the full amount. So you create, there you go. So now your sale order is just this return, and it's related to something else. And the reason we had to do this again is because the sale orders are locked once commission is paid, so that we don't get commission amounts mixed up. So what's going to happen here with commission is it's going to claw back that 74 cents. And now if you go look at from the customer's record and look at all of his sales, you've got the original sale here, and then you've got the credit there. If we were to look at his payments, you see it here, -21.